Yeah, hi. I live in the UK and we have something called a justice system, but there's a few different parts to the justice system. There's civil law, criminal law, and many more different parts to the justice system. So, bad things happen, and it could just be civil law, and that means that the police aren't going to deal with it. They'll document it, just in case you haven't got enough money to take the other person to court and settle it out of court, or they're not grown up enough to talk to you about it and settle it like good neighbours. So you think to yourself, well, I'll put an alarm on my house to stop bad things happening, and then I'll put some cameras on my house to stop bad things happening. So you put some cameras on your house and the police come round and tell you, look mate, your cameras are pointing on the street. You can't have them pointing on the street, mate. You can only cover your house. So then I have to invest in some expensive software to mask off the street, so it doesn't record anything on the street. And then I catch these people committing civil offences on my property, and I say to the police, well, I've got video evidence, mate, do you want to have a look at it? Look, it's him and him and him and him. So, we'll take it, and we'll store it and we'll keep it for future reference. Well, there's nothing we can do about it unless you want to take it to civil court, because it's just a civil offence. And then criminal damage happens. Well, someone's broken this, officer. Well, who did it? Well, here's the video, and there's the evidence that it happened. There's the evidence that happened. There's the people clearly doing it. You can clearly recognise who did it, and I want to prosecute. Well, it's only that. Do you really want to prosecute? And by the way, if your cameras are pointing onto the street a little bit, just a little bit, your evidence is inadmissible. If your cameras are not perfectly positioned, if your camera in the back garden goes into somebody else's back garden at all, catches just a little bit of their back garden, it's not admissible. Okay? So then you go around to your next door neighbours and say, well, can I have permission to have my cameras record your back garden a little bit? No. But they're damaging your back garden as well? No. Don't want cameras, don't want cameras. It's infuriating. Not a lot happens to me anyway, but I don't want anything to happen to me, nothing at all. I don't go around doing stuff to other people, so I don't want it done to me. So I've been having conversations with police officers, giving them evidence of stuff that's happening to my property and threats I've been having, and it just escalates. So really what they're saying is shut up and take crap, or else. Really. I've even said to the enforcement officers, well, why don't you get in contact, and I've done this year in year out, why don't you just bring your own cameras and stick them in my house, stick them inside the house, watch me, see if I'm doing anything. Like, if people can't trust me because I live on my own, just stick something in every room of my house and, well, put it on the internet, mate. I don't care. I'll become the Truman Show within my own house for you, if you want. Anything. Just anything to get a bit of peace and quiet. I don't know, mate. You've got to put up with intimidation and all these other things because it's their human right to do what they're doing until we catch them doing something really bad and can lock them up for a long time. Oh, that's a good philosophy, mate. I understand you've got to give them a chance, but giving them a chance, don't you see, giving them a chance would be putting cameras everywhere. And, well, doing stuff about it, like, you know what I mean? If the parents are allowing the children to do this, and you've shown them the video, oh, look, your child did this to somebody else's property. Now, I don't want you to smack him in the head, alright, and say naughty boy, because that's not going to make him learn. And that's what they do. To put, oh, look, a slap! There, police officer, I slapped him, mate. That's definitely done the trick. No, because that's going to make him go out and do even more. Or shout at them, grab him by the cuff at the neck, like, grab him by the collar, go, ah, you fucking little twat! Oh yeah, it's really going to work, that is. I haven't got time to talk about how to do it in this video. I just want to know why the police in this country won't accept video evidence. Ridiculous. They accept it, but it seems as if they don't do nothing with it. It's pathetic. I'd say pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. The only things that are protected properly by cameras is, like, you know, Buckingham Palace. Not even Tesco's are protected by the cameras. People who walk into Tesco's, nick stuff, walk out with it, and nothing gets said or done. I've seen it with my own eyes. Nothing gets said or done, right under the camera's noses. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, I'm using this direct upload again on YouTube, and I'm going to have to sit here and wait for about 2 minutes because it always cuts the end of the 2 minutes off your video, so I can't wait now. I'm going to have to talk gibberish for about 2 minutes now, just to allow you lot to hear. And if you're wondering what's on the side of my head, right, if you're wondering what's on the side of my head, don't wonder, ask me. I'm not going to tell you. Yeah, wonder or ask, or make a room rub. Wonder what that could be. I know, it's a microphone recording device. No, it's a miniature camera. It's a GPS tracking device. It's a telekinetically controlled alert device. When someone that's telekinetics around me, it just jabs in the side of my head a little bit and says, ding, there's a telekinetic person around. No, it's what else could it be? Oh, it's just a plaster, mate. It's an extremely bulging plaster. It's just a plaster, mate. It's a mini radio that's pumping sound straight into my temporal lobe. It's a miniature computer that I'm programming mentally. It's an alien communication device. I'm talking to aliens on another planet via this communication device strapped to my temporal lobe. It's an artificial sight enhancer. It's put an invisible invisible pair of glasses around my head